We begin this evening with breaking news out of Carroll County. Thank you for joining us. I'm Rich Pierce. After missing for almost a week, 14-year-old Jonathan Menard has been found dead. News 9's Alex Taylor attended a press conference this afternoon. She joins us live now with the details. Alex.
Rich, you could feel the emotion just a few minutes ago as we walked out of the press conference. Everybody was consumed with the heartbreaking news. Dale Williams, the Carroll County Sheriff, informed us that at approximately 10:15 this morning, they found the body of 14-year-old Jonathan Menard in what he's calling a shallow grave. Now, he would not comment on the investigation at all, or the person of interest, or if this is being investigated as a homicide. Take a listen.
I'm not going to comment on anything to jeopardize this investigation because we are going to do this from the beginning until the end. So we're not going to go there. We're not going to say anything about this until we are done with the investigation.
They discovered his body in Washington Township, which is here in Carroll County. Earlier today, we spoke with Menard's aunt. This was before she heard the news. We have the full story dating back to Saturday when he went missing, coming up on News 9 at 6. For now, reporting live in Carroll County, Alex Taylor, News 9, live at 5.
Alex, thank you. Now to Jefferson County, where a man accused of sexual assault appeared in the Steubenville Municipal Court this morning. 24-year-old Jeffrey Osborne was accused of raping a woman early in the morning of Friday, April 12th. Today, we learned that the victim and her friend came across Osborne walking on 5th Street in Steubenville. He invited them to his home at the King Frederick Apartments to what the witnesses say to party. According to the victim, after they arrived at Osborne's apartment, Osborne told the victim's friend to leave. Surveillance video shows him locking her out of the apartment building. Following that, the victim told officials that was when Osborne allegedly threatened and raped the victim. Detective Mark Taylor was brought to the witness stand this morning. He conducted interviews with Osborne, the victim, and the victim's friend who was there the night of that alleged rape.
She said, he verbally told her he would hurt her if she didn't cooperate. He held her down. She is 100 pounds maybe, and yeah, he's obviously a young, very tall, probably reasonably strong man. She wouldn't have a physical chance against him. And she would almost even admit to that's what she did. She said she knew she had no hopes of fighting him off.
A rape kit was conducted. Officials are waiting for results from that kit. Osborne's bond was raised to $350,000. He'll next appear in front of the Jefferson County Grand Jury. For the first time, the West Virginia Air National Guard is getting brand new state-of-the-art aircraft. News 9's Jamie Baker got a chance to see why that's such a big deal.
For the first time, the West Virginia Army National Guard is getting some brand new toys as they receive 9 new Blackhawks.
It's a really nice feeling to go set in something brand spanking new, just like a new kid with a toy. It feels like Christmas morning every time we look at them. It really does.
The aircrafts are coming straight from the factory and have never been used anywhere before. All 9 are UH-60 Mike model aircrafts, which is a major upgrade when you look at the technology.
We finally got to modernize the aircraft fleet. The Black Hawk that we did have was kind of analog, so it's kind of like your old car radio with the dial. And now we're all push button, kind of similar to an iPhone.
Along with the Mike model comes a chance to join the statewide interoperable radio network. What that means is that the Black Hawk will be able to communicate with emergency responders and county dispatch centers in case of an emergency.
The capability we get with the new radio that we have in this aircraft, we can better and quicker respond to a domestic operation in the state, such as flooding, a disaster. And we can directly talk to folks on the ground, such as local fire departments, the state police, and other agencies.
That means the Army National Guard can quickly and efficiently get to situations and be there to help fast, whether that be close or a bit farther away.
We'll be able to provide aircraft more readily to support the state, honestly, for domestic response. And of course, we're always ready for our federal mission too to deploy overseas.
The Guard has received a few already. They're expecting more to arrive over the next few weeks. In Ohio County, I'm Jamie Baker for News 9.
In Harrison County, the Fox's Bottom Water Project in Short Creek Township has a price tag of more than $234,000, but Harrison County will pay just a fraction of that amount thanks to a grant that will provide more than $230,000 for that project, which is set to benefit the residents who live there who have pushed for this project.
Village water. Obviously, the county would purchase that from the village of Caddis and pump it down through Fox's Bottom Water, so they would have treated water instead of well water. So it's a worthwhile project, and we're looking forward to getting it completed. Actually started and completed.
The Harrison County Commissioners also renewed their year-to-year contract with the Harrison County EMS. Severe Weather Team 9 coverage for you now as we take a live look outside through the lens of our tower cam. It was a day full of those April showers to kick off the holiday weekend, but will we see some rain on Easter Sunday? For the answer, let's turn things over to Chief Meteorologist Kevin Carter. Kevin, it's what everybody's wondering.
Well, yeah, I can't rule it out, but it's not going to be as much rain as we're going to go through this evening. Again, a lot of us had some dry periods earlier today, but the rain has caught up with us, and some rather numerous rain showers will be with us during the evening hours. Not everybody's going to be getting wet all the time, but certainly the evening looks like the wettest period. Here's a look at our satellite radar composite. I'm going to show you 3 different views. This initial one, 6-hour loop, so this starts off again before noon, and you see there were some dry areas, especially north of Interstate 70. Still some dry areas north and west, but there's a lot of rain south and east. And at this point, hasn't been any thunder and lightning locally. If you look closely, though, there are some lightning symbols there in central and eastern parts of West Virginia. There's even a tornado watch out that direction. The cold front actually has snuck into the western parts of our viewing area, so some of our western counties are a lot chillier than where it was east. But even most of us made it somewhere close to 70 earlier today. You can see all that rain funneling up from the south. So this area of low pressure in this front is going to kind of meander over the area tonight, tomorrow night, and then push off on Easter Sunday, but maybe not far enough away to completely remove the threat of showers. Here's a look at temperatures. Still generally low 60s in the Ohio River Valley itself, but off to the west and northwest cooler. 56 at Cambridge, 52 at New Philadelphia, and only in the 40s north and west of that, deeper into the cold air mass. Kind of muggy, especially along the Ohio River. 62 dew point at Steubenville, 60 at Wheeling. Those dew points will be coming down, though. Wind's not terribly breezy yet, but there can be some breezes here and there as we go through time. And the wind gusts, again, pretty gusty off to our west, generally 20 or 30 miles per hour. So we'll check out that forecast for that Easter weekend coming up in a few minutes.
Kevin, thank you. Coming up later on News 9 Live at 5, the latest from France after a fire rips through the historic Notre Dame Cathedral. Plus, find out how this donkey ended up on an Illinois highway. That's straight ahead.
The Ohio Valley from Tower Cam 9, brought to you by WMC Tri-State Medical Network.
Continuing coverage now, forensics investigators finally able to get inside the cathedral at Notre Dame overnight. They've interviewed some of the construction teams and now think an electrical short circuit was the likely cause of that fire. NBC's Kelly Kobayea reports now from London.
The fire that nearly brought down the entire building likely caused by an electrical short circuit, according to an Associated Press source. Investigators are still looking for the exact cause of the blaze. The 850-year-old structure is unstable, walls supported by wooden planks.
We look here, for instance, we've got this now freestanding gable wall. There will have been some heat effect on the inside face of it, which will have likely had an effect on the stability of the stonework itself.
Architects like Francis Maud, who helped rebuild Windsor Castle after a devastating fire there in 1992, could help guide the reconstruction of Notre Dame. At Windsor, 100 rooms were damaged or destroyed. Several roofs collapsed. But the castle was saved in 5 years at a cost of about $55 million. This morning, more than $1 billion has been pledged to rebuild Notre Dame. Some experts have suggested it could take 15 years to rebuild Notre Dame Cathedral. President Macron would like it done in 5 years. What else happens in 5 years' time? Paris hosts the 2024 Olympics. Kelly Kobayea, NBC News, London.
Drivers do a double take when they see what's causing a backup on an Illinois highway. Well, you can see it there. A deputy's body camera shows Dusty the donkey calmly hanging out in traffic. Dusty belongs to a local petting zoo. His owner was taking Dusty to the vet when he got loose. Dusty wasn't hurt and was soon reunited with his owner. Traffic was only backed up for a bit due to the furry four-legged escapee. The meteoric rise continues for Jeopardy sensation James Holzhauer, and he continued his winning ways last night. Holzhauer added another $74,920 to his ever-growing pot. It was just a little more than half of what he won a day earlier when he set a single-day cash record of over $131,000. His new total after 11 victories, $771,920. And tune in as Holzhauer plays his 12th game of Jeopardy, airing tonight at 7 on WTOV9. Coming up, Chief Meteorologist Kevin Carter's in Severe Weather Center 9 with your Easter weekend forecast next.
At the Ohio Valley from Tower Cam 9, brought to you by WMC Tri-State Medical Network.
As we head into the holiday weekend, extreme weather is making for dangerous conditions and difficult travel across several southern states. At least 4 people have already been killed, and damaging winds, flash floodings, and tornado warnings are expected to continue into the night. Sarah Dolph has that story.